Hi,
Okay,
everybody. We've got a question that was presented to us that we want to answer for you today. So I'm going to let Maddie go ahead and read the question.
the question is we have a staff member that is trying to go on temporary total disability and says the doctor cannot give us any information about the accommodations that she needs because it is an open case car accident. We've asked for her to have the doctor give us information of what accommodation is needed. The first question is how can we make our request clearer?
So this is going to the requirement of all employees to be responsible for providing ongoing medical certification confirming the need for leave of any kind, everybody, if it's a medical leave. So if you've got a workers' comp leave, they're providing a certificate. If it's an ADA leave, they're providing a certificate. If it's a FMLA leave, they're providing a certificate. But what about your accrued paid leaves? When do they have to provide a certificate for that? Now we're starting to cross over. So they have to comply with your paid leave policy to get paid. You might want to take a look at that to see if that is very clear. And the suggestion would be that anybody who has gone more than 3 consecutive days must provide medical certification confirming the need for leave and the expected duration. That's the high level solution. Under FEMLA, they're required to provide that certificate. And this is our strategy. It has been for a long time. We've been doing this for at least 25 years. So you have the first letter that you send that is conditionally saying, hey, you're on leave. Looks like it's a qualifying event. You've got 15 days to get us confirmation so we can protect your job and protect your medical benefits. And that's what our letters say. And they say very clearly in big, bold letters, you are solely responsible at all times for providing ongoing medical certification confirming the need for leave. Now, under FEMLA, you've got complete control, everybody, because even if they're on workers' comp, they're on a FEMLA leave. FEMLA protects their job. Workers' comp just takes care of their medical condition at work. It's not protecting their job. It's not protecting their medical benefits. So if that employee wants their job and their medical benefits taken care of on workers' comp, they need to get you that certificate. If they want their job and their medical benefits protected under any other leave, especially if you have a policy that says you are required to provide me a medical certificate after 3 days, please refer to the FEMLA policy and we will provide you a certificate. Because we are responsible on the time we know or should have known to send that a conditional designation. That includes the certificate and tells them they have 15 days. Now, if they don't provide it to you in 15 days, and it doesn't matter what the excuse is, the employee is solely responsible for providing medical certification at all times, confirming the need for leave. If they need to go to the emergency room, they should go to the emergency room. If they go to prompt care, go to prompt care. But it is not okay for a doctor to say, I don't know. Under FEMLA, the doctor can say, I don't know, and they've got 12 weeks. And you have to provide that leave with the I don't know. They give you any date of any kind, even if it's the next medical appointment, like 30 days with workers' comp. This is a car accident, and the doctor doesn't know what's going to go on. They haven't evaluated her enough yet, and she's being medically treated. Okay, that's FEMLA. But if you were an ADA, we don't accommodate unknown, unpredictable, unreliable absences, and that'll be an undue hardship and unreasonable under the ADA. So we want to sit down and really explain to this employee their responsibility to have protection under FEMLA. And if you choose as an employer to give them protection anyway, even though they don't comply with the FEMLA medical certificate requirement, I would say that's a pretty big mistake. You're teaching your employees how to commit fraud. Instead, what we would be doing is sending a letter that tells them they've got 15 days. When we are finishing the FEMLA after 2 weeks, 15 days, and they don't respond, we send a second request. When that is over, we move over to an ADA notification. and we're denying FMLA for their own medical condition. If they have not provided a certificate for a family member after 3 weeks, we're denying FMLA for their family member condition. This is very strict. It is date driven. We treat everybody the same. Nobody gets 6 weeks. Nobody gets 5 weeks. They get 15 days. They get one more week. And if they haven't provided us a certificate by then, we are denying FMLA and moving to ADA. And we're sending very clear documentation to track that transition, comply with the regulation, giving them notice of cutting off health care because they haven't provided a certificate if necessary, giving them notice of abuse if they're exceeding their medical certificate, curing and doing second and third opinions. That's FMLA, everybody, and you're in control. If you have lack of confusion, or pardon me, if you have confusion about how to stay in control, then join us in September for our 2-day workshop. It's a deep dive into managing integrated medical leaves and accommodations in your workplace so you can know what you don't know and be your own expert. Thank you so much.